Hello, teachers. This is Josh Bingham here, and today we're going to look at a somewhat new website for formative assessments. And if you've ever played Kahoot.it, you know how engaged and interested the kids can get in that game, but it can also get a little loud. So this is going to be an alternative to Kahoot, which is it's called Quizizz.com. It's going to be a little more, it's individually paced, and so you're not going to get a lot of you're not going to get the same environment as you would with Kahoot. So it's Quizizz.com, Quizizz.com. And once you go there, you'll want to go ahead and set up a new account by clicking Get Started. I'm already logged in, so it's going to take me to kind of my home page here inside of Quizizz.com. Now, I've got 4 different tabs at the top. Public. These are all the quizzes that other people have created. And we'll look at one in just a second. My quizzes, those are the ones that I've created. And here's where you would create one. And then my reports. Each one of these assessments is going to give you a really nice, clean report from, for what your students have done. So this is one of the best things I like about this quiz is the reports are really nice. So here's one, a food webs. Looks like it has 31 questions. We can go ahead and click on that. This is how easy it is to get started with a Quizizz. I find one that someone else has already created. Now, I can either play live or homework. I can actually assign this for homework, put the link in my Google Classroom, and have the students take it at home, at a certain time period, whenever it might be. So this is a brand new feature in Quizizz, which I really like. But let's go ahead and click on play now, and I've got a couple different choices here. Do I want the questions to be jumbled up where the students can't, look on each other's devices? Because you can take this from any device, Chromebook, classroom computer, iPhone, iPod, iPad, matters not, Android device. If you can get on the internet, you can use Quizizz.com. That's one of the things I love about it. So right here, you can also show the leaderboard. Do I want my students to see the leaderboard on the Promethean board? Or do I want it to just be more of a self-paced formative assessment, So it's kind of up to you how you want to set that up. I can show answers. So if they miss a question in the middle of the quiz, it shows them the answer. Do I want the kids to get more points the faster they answer the question? Maybe not. Maybe I want them to take their time, and then we'll show these memes. So that's always a funny thing for the kids. They like that. So I'll go ahead and click Proceed. And so now we are ready to take the quiz. The students would just go to join.quizizz.com on their device and put in the game code, and then they'll be ready to start. We'll look at that in just a second, but right now I want to go ahead and show you how to create your own game. Very easy to create questions. Just a little more interactive, than maybe a Google form might be. A little more fun for the kids. So when I click on Create, I've got it takes me right to the quiz information. You gotta name your quiz right here. First thing you got to do. So let's just call this one Cells. Public or private? Do I want it private? I would recommend making them all public because you guys are great. So share your stuff. Let other teachers use it. That's awesome. This is going to be a little demo, so we're not going to share that publicly. Right here, I can go in. I can search for questions, which this is a brand new feature as well. Or I can just type in my question. So here's my question. What are the building blocks of life? And I have a superscript and a subscript right here, but for the most part, if you're writing an upper level math equation, then you're probably going to have to do it in something like a Google Doc and then take a screenshot of it and upload it as an image. That's going to be your option because you don't have a real good equation editor here inside of Quizizz. How long do I want the kids to be able to take it? 5 seconds? Is this going to be quick, or do I want 5 minutes? So if it is one of those upper-level math questions, you can adjust the time there. For options, I want to put all right, so and look right here, I click on this button to make it correct. That's how I choose the correct answer, okay? Don't forget to do that right there. So there's my first question. What are the building blocks of life? Here are your cells. So I'm going to go ahead and click New Question here and come up and say, what? All right, so what type of cell is pictured? So right now I'm going to go in and upload an image. So I'm going to click over here and search Google for a plant cell. And once that pops up for me, I'm going to go to images to show you kind of how easy it is to do this. You can save the question and download it to your computer, or you can just do it by the URL. And that's what I'm going to try right here. So if I click on this and say copy image URL, I'll be able to come back in here, upload from URL, paste it in there. There's my image. It doesn't always work, but a lot of times if you view it and put it in right there, it will work. So what type of cell is pictured? I'm going to go, let's go animal, let's go plant. All right, so there I have it. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that what type of cell is pictured. So right there, the kids will see that, and they'll know when they see that cell wall in that huge vacuole, they'll know that's a plant cell. All right, so when I'm finished there, go ahead and click finish my assessment. What grades do I want? This is really going to be more of a 3, maybe 3.5 or 2.5 assessment. That's up to you guys. I have to pick a subject and a topic, and we'll go ahead and do cells. And I can tag it if I want to. Once I finish and create the quiz, the students are ready to take it, just like we looked at earlier. And we'll go ahead and go through the process there for you. So when I go to play live, it's going to take me to that screen where I can choose all the different things. We'll go ahead and proceed here, and we will sign in as a student to see what it looks like for them. So join.quizizz.com, that's where we're going to go. Pulls up for us, and now it's going to give us that code 84379. So once it pulls up for us, we will put in the 84379 code. So as a student, they'll go to join.quizizz.com, and they'll put in that code. Click proceed. All right, they'll tell them to put in their name. Once they put in their name, it's going to be waiting on them. All right, so as a teacher, back in the teacher view now, I'll have all the students' names pop in right here when they are ready to get started. When I'm ready to get started, click start game. As you see, if they pick an inappropriate name, we can just click on that name to kick them out. So we have that opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and start the game. As the student, back in the student view, I see the time counting down for me, and the questions will appear. So this is the question, and the answer choices are appearing on my device, not on the Promethean board. So that's why it's more of a self-paced quiz. And they're all different questions, if you jumble the order. So what type of cell is pictured here? We'll go ahead and choose plant cell. All right, and it gives me the little meme. And it does show me the rank because I said that. Now, if you miss one, then what it's going to do is obviously it'll do that, but it also tells me the correct answer right there. Okay, so as a student, I can see that. All right, game over. Real quick quiz is done. So I can see now, I can go back through and see my correct answers and the ones I've missed. And back in the teacher view, I can see now a really nice report. Imagine if I had 30 kids in here and I had 10 questions, I could see a lot of good information. You'll want to definitely save that data. So once again, when you're talking about quick formative assessments, don't grade those worksheets yourselves. Put it into an application like Google Forms, or in this case, Quizizz.com, and you're going to see it's going to give you a nicely created spreadsheet. It even highlights the ones where, what are the building blocks of life. It looks like this was one incorrect, so it's going to highlight that for us. That's something we need to come back and look at ourselves. So when you talk about Quizizz.com, I really love how it's self-paced. It makes a little bit, makes for a little more quieter environment, and you get some awesome feedback, some awesome data to analyze moving forward. All right. Thanks, guys. As always, email me at joshua.bingham@carrollcountyschools.com if you need or have any questions. Thanks.